Imagine you are at the edge of Jupiter's atmosphere. Altitude, 88,000 kilometers. Above you is space. Below you is a gradient. And you are falling. You have no parachute, no vehicle, no suit. You are falling at terminal velocity, not increasing, not decreasing, a perfect descent. And below you is not a ground. Below you is a gradient, a process, an endless transition from one state to another. What you are about to experience is not what most people expect. Jupiter is not a place. It is a boundary, a transition between states of matter that get progressively more hostile, more dense, more lethal. And the only thing stopping you is the moment when you stop existing, not when you crash, when you cease. Your first problem arrives at 50,000 kilometers. The winds. Jupiter does not have weather. It is weather. Wind speeds at the equator exceed 500 kilometers per hour. These winds have been moving in the same direction for at least 400 years, visible from Earth as the color bands in Jupiter's clouds. You are about to meet one. Wind shear on Jupiter operates differently than on Earth. Pressure changes create boundaries where wind speeds differ by hundreds of kilometers between adjacent layers. You pass through one boundary and the wind changes direction by 180 degrees while the speed increases. Your body experiences forces that would destroy any structure built by human hands. At 30,000 kilometers, you cross into the layer of ammonia ice clouds. The sky visible around you shifts from clear white to a mottled rust color. Your body is still intact, still conscious, but the winds at this level are now the dominant force. You are not falling anymore. You are being thrown. Everything about this planet is designed to disassemble anything that tries to exist here, and you have only just begun. Pressure increases exponentially as you descend. One atmosphere becomes 10 atmospheres at 40 kilometers depth. But the rate of increase does not stay constant. It accelerates. At 20,000 kilometers below the surface, you are experiencing pressure equivalent to the deepest part of Earth's oceans, and you still have not slowed down. At 15,000 kilometers, hydrogen gas begins to transition. It stops behaving like gas and starts behaving like liquid. The boundary is not sharp. There's no moment where you cross from one state to another. It is a gradient. Pressure increases so much that the spaces between hydrogen molecules collapse. What surrounds you is no longer sky. It is a fluid, a substance that is neither gas nor liquid. Your cells are being crushed, but you are still thinking. You can still perceive. The pressure has exceeded 1,000 times Earth's surface pressure. The human body, which evolved to survive one atmosphere, is experiencing forces that turn blood into solid, organs into paste, consciousness into something else. Not pain, not awareness, something between the two. You understand what is happening. You cannot stop it. At 5,000 kilometers depth, hydrogen transitions again. The pressure is so extreme, millions of atmospheres now, that hydrogen cannot remain gaseous or even liquid. It undergoes a phase transition that rarely occurs naturally on Earth. It becomes metallic. Electrons are forced from their atomic shells. Hydrogen takes on the properties of a metal. It is reflective. It conducts electricity and heat with perfect efficiency. It is something that does not exist anywhere on Earth under normal circumstances. And beneath this, something we can only guess at. A core. Probably rocky. Probably iron and nickel, and elements heavier than anything in the outer layers. But everything we know, every material property, every physical law we have tested, every assumption we have made about how matter behaves, stops being reliable here. The core is hotter than the surface of the sun. Pressure at the core boundary exceeds anything we can create on Earth, and nothing that has fallen this far has ever sent a message back. This is where knowing ends. This is where you end. So here's what it looks like when you fall into Jupiter. Radiation at the edge, winds at 50,000 kilometers, ammonia clouds at 30,000, exponential pressure below, hydrogen transitioning, metallic hydrogen at the depth, and finally, a core hotter than a star. The descent is not one moment, it is a sequence, a gradient. Each layer kills you a different way. Each transition is a goodbye to what you were. And there is no moment where it stops. There is only deeper. There is only the planet. And there is only the knowledge that you understand exactly what is happening to you as it happens. This is what the universe looks like when you try to exist where existence is not possible. Probably not a journey you will ever make, but it is beautiful to understand. Subscribe.